Hi, this is Vishali Nair, and today I'm here on day 7 of my the name now, right? So it is about Women Empowerment Mastery Program, and it's day 7. And today I am going to cover a very important topic, which is about one of the important soft skill, and that soft skill is the growth mindset. Okay, so this is very much essential in all areas of our lives, especially those who are from this planet. They have it, but yes, few of them, they have this weak thing in their phenomena in their soul, so they can definitely sharpen this skill. So let's begin without much delay. And yes, so to begin with, yeah, hi Sangeeta. Good that you join in. So I see you there. Yeah, yes, I see. Yes, I see Smita. Yeah, Arana. Wow, that's nice. So I see a lot of people here. Yes, yes, good. Hi, hello. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. So let's begin with now this new topic, which is about growth mindset and how it is essential for each one of us. So, give me 1 minute. Yeah. So, yeah, before I go with this, I just thought, it's better that, you know, yeah, absolutely. Yes, Sandhya. Yes. Yes, so today's topic is growth mindset. Now, how you define growth? Okay, so growth is the act or a process or a manner of growing, right? And it's a process of development. It's a process of gradual increase, size, or stage of development. So, just imagine a small seed which has gone into the soil, and when you nourish it with soil, with water, with adequate sunlight, and how it grows into a sapling and then a small plant and then becomes a tree as the years pass by. So growth is, it's a always a gradual increase in size, or it's a development, or it's an ongoing development, so it doesn't stop. So for us, yes, it never stops, right? So, going to the mindset part. So, what is mindset? So, mindset is an established set of attitudes of a person or a group of persons, right? Concerning culture, values, philosophy, frame of mind, outlook, and disposition. So you can add a lot of things, because it is said that attitude becomes your behavior, behavior becomes your action, and action becomes your success. So if you want to really have this mindset, getting married to growth, to get this growth mindset, let's go ahead and find out, what are the angles of mindset. Okay, so this mindset, uh, you can say these are the habits of mind, right? So whatever you think in your mind, that becomes your mindset, because whatever you talk to yourself, that becomes a mindset. So these are the habits, talking good things in your mind, or having positive affirmations, or deciding on something a very vibrant decision, or a very well thought decision. So over a period of time, they become our mindset. Now, mindset is created by experiences, so I think all of you agree. Yeah, so I see a few of you saying this. Yes, mindset is very much essential, and habits really, they can become mindsets. Yes, yes, I agree, Sohel, on that. And yes, so mindset can also create blind spots, right? Sometimes we have so many negative things which go into our mind, and we form certain kind of mindset which is really a kind of a blind spot for our growth. We don't understand what is there, we don't visualize clearly, or we don't see the clear visibility of what we are going or where we are heading, and then that becomes a kind of a mindset. So mindset is some very self deceptive sometimes, right? So you need to have a positive mindset. So these are some different kind of angles of mindset which I am just trying to communicate here. So it also, correct mindset or the positive mindset or the growth mindset can shape our lives. So it can shape in a positive way if we are thinking positive. It can shape in a negative way if we are thinking negative. If we are in a fixed mindset, which I'm going to anyway cover in the next part, that this negative mindset or the fixed mindset can really shape down our lives. Whatever we want to achieve or whatever we aspire to do, that this fixed mindset becomes a kind of stone in your progress. Yeah. So it can also shape our world. So somebody was saying that, yeah, yeah, Shruti, yeah, 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 Seema, correct. So this can shape our world, right? So when we have this good mindset, the positive mindset or the growth mindset, we always look at the progress part of it, how we can progress, how we can do correct things, how we can take brilliant decisions, how we can academically excel. So all these things can shape our world, our future, right? And it can also influence a lot of people who are around us, especially if we are having a good family. Then how it our mindset can impact their behavior, their actions, their decisions. So this mindset, the most positive part of it is it can be developed. So you have the choice of developing a negative mindset or a positive mindset, a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. So this is the most flexible part of our mindset, that we can develop it the way we want. Yeah. And it can be transcended. So this is very important, because yeah, so how we develop our mind decides our future, right? So having said this, now there are different types, challenges, efforts, mistakes, and feedback. These are the criteria on which we can actually compare what is positive mindset, what is growth mindset, and what is fixed mindset, right? So yeah, yes, Sneha, I'm going to cover these three today, because I feel that they are very essential. We women, when we are on the journey of growing into our careers, into our businesses, in our startups, it is very important that we should know the difference. We should know what is positive mindset, what is negative mindset, and what is fixed mindset, right? So if you see, growth mindset will always embrace and persevere the challenge part, right? So that is how most of the people who have growth mindset, they will always embrace and persevere the challenges, right? If you see positive mindset, then this positive mindset, the people with positive mindset, they will always think of challenges as an opportunity for growth. Yeah, lot of wow moment. Yeah. And whereas fixed mindset will always see to it, or the people with the fixed mindset will always avoid. They will their abilities are fixed, so they don't want to grow. They have a fixed mindset, so they are not ready to take challenges, right? They don't want to face any critical situation. They, whenever the things come like this, that they have to face challenges, they will avoid, they will run away. So people with fixed mindset have these kind of characteristics. Now efforts, on efforts part, if I see people with growth mindset, no, they for them, effort is the important part of their success. So they will take very hard, they will work hard, they will put lot of efforts, they will put lot of commitments, they will stick to the disciplines, and they will see to it that whatever the efforts which we put, and that is a part of the process of growing, and then they will actually follow all those things, and they will not keep any stone unturned, you know in their efforts, right? So positive mindset people, they will focus on growth rather than speed. So if you see people with positive mindset, they will focus on growth. Yes, I see a lot of bulb on moments here. Yeah. The people who for them efforts, when they put so much of efforts, they will always focus on growth, and not on speed, right? Whereas the fixed mindset people, if the when the efforts come, they will see that they are not necessary, or they are not useful. They will talk like that about the efforts. Why I have to put so much efforts? Why I have to work so hard? Why I have to commit so much? Why I have to decide now? Can I decide later on? So procrastination is another aspect of people with fixed mindset. Yeah. And so now, measuring on the mistakes part, what kind of what the mindsets can do. People with positive mindset, they will be always taking these mistakes as their learning opportunities, right? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Vani, you are right, perfectly right. Because mistakes can happen anytime, and one has to be ready to learn from the mistakes. Absolutely, absolutely. I go with you. Yeah, mistakes once done can be repeated. Yeah, somebody. Yeah, this is a very important thing. You can repeat the mistakes, but people with the growth mindset, they will always see that they are learning, these are all the learning opportunities, so they will learn from these mistakes, and they will see to it that these mistakes are not happening frequently, or they will try to minimize, right? Whereas positive mindset people, they will accept these mistakes as imperfections, and they will still stay positive. So that is one of the important thing, that is needed when you actually have growth mindset with positive attitude, right? So the if you see people with the fixed mindset, they will avoid mistakes, or they will get discouraged when mistakes happen, and when this happens, they will get disheartened, and they will not move forward. They will their speed, or their decisiveness will slow down. So all these things will happen with the fixed mindset people, right? Now, coming to the feedback part, the people with the positive mindset, they will always take the constructive feedback. They will take it in even if they receive any feedback, be it at the workplace, or when you are growing your business, or when you are starting your startups, or you are a student, or for that matter you are a teacher. So they will always take the constructive feedback, the feedback whatever they receive, that they will take it as a constructive feedback, and they will learn from the criticism. Okay, even if that feedback is negative, they will always learn from the criticism part of it. Whereas if you see positive mindset people, they are the active listeners, right? So what they will do is, they will take the constructive feedback as a supportive feedback, and they will see to it that they put that feedback somewhere written, and action plan already sort out, and they will put it into action. So these are the areas which are very essential for any growth. Now, fixed mindset people, they will always, even if they get the feedback, be it positive or negative, yeah, they will always say, they will go into the defensive mode, right? So they will ignore the criticism, and even if the feedback is very positive, still they will feel okay, that's fine. I don't have to change some of the things, or I think it's okay, all fine. And then that is the fixed mindset. So they will not even see the opportunity from the feedback to improve certain things at the workplace, or improve some of the standard operating procedures in business. And they will not change their mindset so that it becomes growth friendly. So these people with this fixed mindset, they will never grow. Yeah. So if you see, there are a lot of there was one survey done, and a lot of feedback was taken from people who had the good kind of growth mindset. So they had given some of the very keywords, when it was asked, several questions were asked to them about the growth mindset. And some beautiful keywords came out when growth mindset was being discussed. So success, somebody said success, somebody say related it to optimism, somebody said positive thinking, somebody said positive attitude, somebody said health is one of the thing, somebody said research can be a growth mindset. Somebody said that if even if you are optimist, then also it is a kind of you are having the growth mindset. And a lot of things. Yeah. Somebody said, even somebody said style can be a kind of kind of a element which will help us to grow into that positive mindset area. So all these things, yeah, yes, these are all yeah, 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 Shanaya. So this is about how people can relate growth mindset to the positive words. Or automatically they always get into that positive frame of mind. So when such exercises are done, normally people respond. Those who are having a growth mindset, they respond with so many positive words, whereas people with the fixed mindset, they will respond in the work keywords like psychology, or they will say about they will talk about disease, they will say negative things. So pessimism or anything. Yeah. So how one can, there are a few examples which I want to share here, that this growth mindset, it settles at a very early age in your life. So when we say growth is one of the aspect of any life. How people grow, they keep on growing physically as well as mentally, as well as psychologically, financially, in all areas. But childhood is one phase or one season of one's life where the growth mindset sets in. Or one can parents, they play very important role when it comes to the growth mindset in a child. So if you see children with sometimes this is a skill which is a kind of it's, I will not say it as a skill, but it's a inborn ability which comes into the child. So children with growth mindset, they view tasks that challenge them as their favorite task of all. So this positive view of challenge helps to fuel a spirit of curiosity. So you will see a lot of children, they have a lot of curiosity about so many things around them. And they will keep on, I have seen my own child going to the television set when he was just 5 or 6 months old, and then he just wanted to touch all the buttons so that he can change the channels. So curiosity was one, and he was like very naughty enough to smile at me and saying that, okay, oh my god, like why the people on the channels were changing. He was able to see a lot of different people on different channels, and he was very happy. So he used to look at me mischievously. So he had this curiosity. Then my I have seen a lot of my close relatives who had their small kids. They had different kind of curiosities, anxieties, and they wanted to explore the things. Like somebody was really looking at the mixer and wanted to try the mixer grinder buttons, right? So these are the area, like some people wanted what is there on the wall, what is the wall hanging which is saying, and they used to stare at that wall hanging very religiously for hours. So this is the curiosity. So this giving children the confidence to engage fully with the learning process can develop the growth mindset. We can develop this way, and we can also help them by giving some exercises like problem solving. And so that they, with in the fun, they can learn a lot of things. With the fun element, they can learn many things. So it is the responsibility of parents also to spend some time with the child to grow his growth mindset. So, if you see at workplace, then I'm just giving one example that instead of being discouraged by criticism, your workforce, if you have that growth mindset as a leader, then your workforce is energized and motivated to improve on their skills. So, managers, they teach employees critical thinking skills to help them to identify and solve their problems on their own. So this is a very important thing which a line manager or a boss or any business person who has a lot of people in his under him can do to give some independent responsibilities or some case studies to handle, so that they have the ability, some of the sharp skills which they can sharpen, like communication skills, negotiation skills, time management, and all these kind of skills. So those who are having such kind of growth mindset, they can really do all these wonders in their own areas. Now, how to prepare a growth mindset, right? So there are 7 steps, which one can take to develop the right kind of mindset. So I was doing this with one of the team in my earlier organization, and uh, the first step which we concluded, determine where you sit now. So this is a very important thing which anyone can do. Do you consider yourself more or less in the growth mindset? And are you looking to make sure that you stay that way? Or would you describe yourself as having a fixed mindset? So you have to sit down and you have to decide, and you have to find out, you have to evaluate whether you have a fixed mindset or you have a growth mindset. So knowing where you stand to be, that becomes the beginning of the first phase, right? So you can't tell where to go if you don't know where you are, right? So when you want to understand whether you have the growth mindset or whether you have a fixed mindset, this is the best kind of exercise which you can do. You sit down and you try to find out whether you are happy in the current situation with your current mindset, and if you are not, then what you need to understand that can expedite or that can actually take your growth to a different level. Now, now you have to also explore. Yeah, yes, Shriya, you're right, you are right. So Pushpa, you too are correct, because once you understand where you stand, then you can take a lot of steps, right? So second one was how you explore what you want to develop in a growth mindset and why you want to develop. So first is whether you have it. Second step is why, right? So if it is not there, then why? So, what is it about growth mindset that motivates you to change? So, what benefits do you see that a growth mindset can bring in your life? So, all these questions you need to ask, these are the why, right? So, understanding this will give you a purpose during the difficult stages of developing this worldview, worldview of growth mindset. So, now find examples of others who have developed this growth mindset. So how you can find out this? Start talking to your friends, your family, your colleagues about the growth mindset. See if anyone has also been working on the same developing the same growth mindset. So that might be able to provide you a lot of valuable insights, right? So you can do this by just observing people around you or somebody working on the same project, and where you see that there is a lack of growth mindset, there is no overview what will happen to the company revenues, that is the growth, when you complete the project. So somebody is in the similar phase, and if you observe that person or start talking to those people, then you will understand how you can work on this. Now that can change your perspective, right, on failure. Because when you see people around you, they are failing or they are succeeding, you can, that can change your perception about failure, and that can also change your perspective how you take your failures. So this is a very important thing which anyone can do, I think. A lot of Balwan moments here I can see. Yes, yeah, Simmi. Yeah, 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 right. Absolutely, Vaibhav. You are right. So, yeah, but how, whether they will judge me? Yeah, who is that? Yeah, that's Akash asking me how, if they see people who are already in the process of developing a growth mindset will never have such kind of feeling. So take my words, they are always in the they are already in the frame of growth mindset, so they will not ask you, or they will not put you into the mode of guilt. They will say, okay, this person is very open and has similar kind of interest to growth mindset, so they will obviously support you. So start. They see the main advantage of this exercise, Vaibhav, is that you start viewing failure not as a sign of your inability, but as a part of the process of learning, right? So how many of you agree here? Yes, 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 I see. Yes, 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 it can be. Yes, yes, absolutely, it is right. Yeah. So, this failure, you can see from a different perspective. You can see that it's not a sign of your inability, your inefficiency, or you putting not a lot of efforts, or you getting a lot of failures. But you can then start viewing it as a process of learning. Isn't it so beautiful? So nobody starts out on any endeavor, right, being the perfect example of the goal. So we learn with the mistakes, right? So if you see world's the topmost or the greatest athletes, artists, and business magnates, they have started out as kids with the little talent or expertise. Take example here, Sachin Tendulkar. We have a very beautiful example of Sachin, who had this talent of the cricket, and then how he grew up with the right mentor, so with the right growth mindset, and how he went ahead, making India, taking India to the global map. So another example is a lot of business magnet. If you can take lot of people, yeah. So Tata, if you take the name of Tata, Ambani, all these kids, they started as kids with little talent, or somewhere, place with the kind of business coming from. But that also requires a lot of growth mindset. If you really have that inside you, then only you can grow your business and to a substantial level, like you become the top 10, you come in the top 10 richest wealthy men in the world, right? So these are some of the yeah, how you can prepare to develop a growth mindset. Now, in the process, you also understand, when you are growing your growth mindset, you also understand some of your own limitations. Like sometimes we also know our limitations, you know. So we try to we get that understanding, that insight, that we have certain limitations, and we have, if we have those limitations, can we really work on those limitations, or can we really sharpen some of our skills? Can we find out our weaknesses and how we can turn them into our strengths? So this is all the growth mindset phase. Yeah. So when you are developing in that zone, then these are the things which you come into your mind. So then also you recognize that some things will be beyond what you can achieve. So this helps you to set a realistic goal, right? Lot of Balbon moments. Yeah, yes, ma'am. I had done this a few years back, and it led to a lot of, oh wow, that's beautiful, that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, Priya. Yeah. So realizing what you can achieve, and then setting the realistic goals with that understanding, yes, that can take you, your mindset, your growth mindset, where you can grow and to what extent, and then you set your realistic goals. So, amazing. Yeah, this is amazing, Priya. Yeah. So now, the another step, which is a very important step, is notice how you speak and how you act. Notice how you talk about talent and skill. Do you find yourself saying things like, I'm not good at this, or is she naturally talented, or is he really having a liking for it? So all these questions, so swap those phrases out, that I'm not good at this yet, or some kind of, you just have to take them out if you really want to develop your growth mindset. So having said this, there are people I have seen, they always feel that they're not good enough. I think I covered that in my earlier, sessions also, that there are some people who always feel that even when they give their best, they always feel that they are not, at their best yet. So all these are not going to develop a growth mindset, because you have to swap out those, negative things from your mind, and notice how others talk about around you, how others around you, they speak. If you observe some of the leaders in your organization or in your company, or some of the successful business leaders, or some business tycoons, if you see that, you observe them how they speak and act. Like, watch Indira Noy, watch Mukesh Ambani, for that matter, watch Tata ji, and Ratan Tata ji, how these people, they speak when they are in public forum. How do they act? If you see our honorary prime minister also, if you see how they speak, how they act, then seek out those who have growth mindset. So when you see these leaders, you always get that positive growth mindset, right, automatically. And always see to it that if you find such people, I'm not talking about these successful people, but those people who are really very successful in your areas, and if you feel, if you can get mentorship from these people, always foster your relationships with them. So this is one of the very important thing which I want to tell, that when you remain with people of growth mindset, you will always do better in life. Now, there is another one which I want to, um, want you guys to understand, is about your brain plasticity. So it's not about plastic surgery or brain or anything of that sort. It is a simple thing, that if you are that kind of person who loves learning about how the human brain works, right, then consider diving into the world of neuroplasticity. So this will give you a new physiological perspective on how the growth mindset actually works. So I'm not going to take talk much on this, but if you can do that, please do that, because that will give you a better perspective. For how this physiological perspective, that how the growth mindset actually works. Now, uh, start actually cultivating and developing a growth mindset. So once you have mastered all these above 7 steps, which I just now I mentioned, it is time to start adding these growth mindset actions to your daily plan, right? So for that, I will again take you to some of the examples, that the first one, that is, see your challenges as opportunities. Yeah. So life is always find a way, some difficulty will come to you. We being women, we will always face a lot of challenges looking after our kids, or going to the workplace, reaching for the meeting on time, or traveling for work to different cities, and then having that work life balance, or worrying about certain things when you are at work, about from your personal life. All these things will difficulties will always come to a woman. And apart from that, they will always face challenges at workplace also, in terms of goals, in terms of objectives of your own department, function, organization, company strategy, and how you as a leader, you actually will fail will fail also sometimes, and will come across with certain challenges. So this will be a kind of ongoing thing in your life. So try not to see these challenges as obstacles or setbacks, because then you will always be fearful. So always see your challenges as opportunities for growth. Yeah, rather try to review and view them very clearly positively. So try to view them as opportunities to overcome something difficult and grow as a result. So it can be a company strategy which you can work, or some of the standard operating procedures which you can set for your finance department, business development department, or you can work in the market research area and really find that this useful data, which looks like a very challenging data, but it's very useful if I present it in any of the meeting, so that our company strategizes or re-strategizes some of the goals, and so that they get a lot of profits in the near future. So the more difficult the challenge, the greater the opportunity for learning and growth. So I was working in one of the organization. I had just joined, and I had taken up a very senior leadership role, but it was in the middle management, and I was handling at one go around 85 projects. And it was so difficult, because everyone whoever because I was new to the organization, and everyone started coming in. A lot of my leaders from the same function, who were almost at same level, horizontally, they started telling me, Vaishali, this is going to be very very difficult for you, handling 85 projects at one go, and out of that at least 10 they are ready for the launch, product launch, and you are having a lot of less people in your team, and recruiting will take time, or you don't have people who are really efficient in the organization, and so many things. So as a project management head, I thought at one point of time whether I will be able to deliver at least those 10 product launches. And then I said, okay, let me take this as a growth opportunity, so that when I deliver these 10 projects with the less number of people in my team, and still giving by motivating them, inspiring them, me working hard, setting my goals, setting my boundaries. If I do this, obviously if everyone in the organization is not is of the opinion that this is very difficult to achieve, and if I achieve, then my function, my own function, gets lot of recognition. People will be inspired like anything. And believe me, I took that as a growth opportunity. I did not take that as a kind of a challenge, wherein I anticipated that I will fail. I took it as a challenge to grow. I took it as a challenge to make it success. So that is how people with growth mindset, the leaders with growth mindset in any organization will do. So I encourage each one, all my sweethearts here, all my women leaders here, all my women friends here, please have that kind of mindset, that you take every opportunity as a challenge to grow. Now, second one which I want to say is, reflect each day on what you have failed at and learn from. Okay, lot of bulb-on movements. I know everyone they want to do this exercise at the end of the day, but there are a lot of proper priorities on personal front, on professional front, and you really put this in. It's like writing, how I covered in the earlier series. It's kind of giving gratitude, right? At the end of the day, you show you at least write down 2 3 to 5 gratitudes. It's the same way you reflect each day on what you have felt and what you learn from that, right? So many of us, we spend time at the end of the day reflecting on our successes, right? That's good also, because I'm not saying that you should not do that. But at the same time, as a valuable habit, please try adding a couple of minutes to your reflection time, where you can focus on things which did not go well, learnings coming from that, and what you can do best to avoid those things, right? So the point is not to dwell or beat yourself up, but to recognize and lock in the learning, right? Yes. So I see, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Samir, yeah, you are right. Because one cannot go on only with the success layers. One has to also see what they learn from the mistakes at the end of the day. And tomorrow is another day, a new chance, a new beginning. So you can rectify those things. And you don't have to talk to yourself as if they are the bigger mistake. Just say that they are the learnings and go with those learnings, right? So, third one is, stop seeking approval from others. So, this is a very important thing when it comes to the personal relationships as well. So, when we seek approval from others, we take on the very wrong objective. So, we start taking being right as our goal rather than learning and growing. Then we become aware of the difference. We pause to recognize when you are pursuing approval rather than growth, and remind yourself kindly to stop seeking approval from others. So please, this is a very, we women, we always look out for validation from others. So please, I will request each one of you, whoever is there in today's, live video, I just want them to understand that there is no point in seeking approval, getting validation of what we do from others. It is like, it's a mental block. It blocks the growth mindset. When you start seeking approval from others for whatever you have set for, then obviously there is your you will not find that you become more comfortable. You will always count on your failures, and you will always see that, what is that this one is not liking my this particular project, or yeah, why it's not working, and why she didn't even thank me, or why there was no congratulatory mail from somebody when we did the project so well. So all this seeking approval. So if you have done your work due diligently, you have achieved your goals, significantly contributing to the growth of the organization. When in your personal relationships, you have done your best, to grow. Give me 1 second. I think my battery is low and I will have to connect to it. Yeah, 1 second, please. So I'm so sorry. I'm extremely sorry for this, but yes, I did not check my battery. Yeah. So coming back to the thing, you will find that when you actually seek approval from others, you always go into the negative mindset or a fixed mindset. You don't want to learn anything. So identify opportunities. When you are a leader, you have to identify opportunities to celebrate the success of others. So you always have to have that feeling that when your team is doing well, when you are doing well, when your organization is doing well, when even in your personal life, when your child has done really extremely well in his academic area, or your spouse has got a promotion, or your mother-in-law, she has done a lot of she made a good very tasty meal for you. Always celebrate that with a smile, with a grace, with some kind of celebration, gifting, anything. So when you do that, you are already into the growth mindset, right? So when others around you succeed and you celebrate their successes, more than that, you know we are always in gratitude. So when we celebrate those moments, when we celebrate the success of others, and we always ask them, how they did that. That gets us to the growth mindset. So connect with others to understand what action they took and how they approach the challenge to get there. This is a very important testimony. Start getting testimonials from these people. Talk to them how they did. When you celebrate them, when you congratulate them, when you are there with them in their successes, and when you try to understand how they have achieved their goals, how they could achieve those results, really, I tell you, the growth mindset, your own growth mindset, it increases significantly, and you achieve tremendous good results. So I always tell you that, you please do that, so that you know what is good for you. Now, also, I will say this, that focus on rewarding actions and not traits. So you can help others develop a growth mindset by praising their efforts and actions rather than their inherent traits. So some people, they have very bad habits, that even if the person in your team member is doing really well, and then you, as a line manager, you don't understand or you don't appreciate their efforts and their actions, and you just see how that person has not done well in the past, or he has been inconsistent. So even if you see a person is growing, a team member is growing in your organization, you at least give a kind of, send out a kind of good mail saying that well done, or congratulate, or you as a leader, as a senior leader, if you can really put a tap on his shoulder, that really motivates that person to do better. So you have to focus on rewarding actions as well if you are of growth mindset, because then you know that your team is going to give better results every day and every year, right? And you as a line manager also grow in the ladder, corporate ladder. So keep that in mind, right? So for example, I can give one example of a child, right? If a child brings home a stellar result on that pop quiz, then appropriate praise would sound like, "Oh wow, you did so well. You must have put a lot of effort into studying." So rather than you, "Oh wow, you did so well. You must be very smart," right? So these are the areas, it can increase your growth mindset. So when you are saying something wherein you are putting his trait, that he was not doing something great, he was not putting his efforts earlier, but now he has put, so he has got success. Rather than that, say this, "Oh wow, so you did so well. You must be very smart." So this immediately uplifts him. His growth mindset changes, right? So these are the small things which anyone can do, I guess. Yeah. So there are few business growth mindset areas. I had a very beautiful kind of alphabet, alphabet summary which I had received, which was talking about the mindset at business. Okay, growth mindsets at business. So I'm just going to take you through those A, B, C, D. I know they are going to sound little bit like what I'm doing, but yes, they are so valuable. So A stands for acknowledged. Acknowledge. So change requires effort. So that is one of the growth mindset. The B was believe. So when you believe in your skills that are built, and you can learn from them, okay, over a period of time. Then C is for challenges. So challenges are the opportunities, as I said earlier. So embrace them. Now D is for develop. So develop your skills, and you know aim to be extraordinary. So these are the growth mindsets, right? Fabulous bulb on moments, yes. Efforts. So effort is a vital part of the learning process. Yeah, Shriya, absolutely. It's a vital part of learning process. F is for feedback, which will help us to make positive changes, right? Governance. Governance in any business, it actually helps to achieve your goals, right? So governance, it is not a discipline kind of thing, but it's a governance wherein people, they are reviewing what you are doing, and that actually helps to achieve your goals. So now coming to the H part, how you think has an impact on your failure as well as on the failure of others. So before you say, how you think, before you think any negative, understand what impact it will have on your team members, right? So the next one is insight. So it comes when, when offering a different perspective. So when you are having the insight, you always get a different perspective. When you go into that mode, you have a lot of experiences from the past. It gives you a different perspective to handle the current challenge. Now J is journeys. So journeys are full of new experiences, a lot of bulb on moments. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Adnan. Yes. Absolutely. Yes, Rajesh. You said it. Yeah. Yeah. So journeys are full of new experiences. J stands for that. K is keep on working hard and believe anything is possible. So this is one of the important growth mindset wherein you have to keep on working hard, because then you don't have to give up. I mean, you have to always believe that anything is possible, even if you stop your, so you, the moment you stop putting on any efforts, you are already one step back, right? So always keep on putting your best efforts. L is for learning. Learning is one of the very important key skill for growth mindset. Mistakes. So mistakes are the learning opportunity. M for mistakes. N is nurture. So you nurture your engagement, nurture your motivation and resilience, right? So these are the important things which can take you to the growth mindset and give you ample opportunities to grow in any area of life. Opportunities are, oh, for opportunities, they are everywhere. You just have to see them, you just have to observe them. And when you observe those opportunities, you keep your eyes and ears open, you observe, take those opportunities and grow phenomenally, right? So P is for praise, right? Praise is the way something is done. So always have the mindset that whenever something good is happening, some positive thing is happening, some success has come, always praise yourself as well as your team, right? Now questions are the clear cut, what you can say, it's a lamp which goes all the way in the growth mindset journey. So when you have more questions, you know that you will have different perspectives. So even if your team is having, even if you are in the business, your customers are asking a lot of questions, understand that they are not being critical, but they are asking relevant questions which are going to help you to get a different perspective about your product, about your services, about your business. So always have that mindset that when the questions are coming to you, you don't have to take them negatively as criticism, but you have to see that you are getting a different perspective and how you can improve on those areas, right? Now R is resilience. These are this will keep you calm, right? So you will take a well thought decision. When you have resilience, you will not hurry for anything. You will always give a very good thought to your decisions. So resilience is very important quality of all leaders, and all my women friends, please have it if you really want to get empowered. Yeah. Success. So S is for success, right? So success will come when you have the right attitude. So what is that right attitude? Yes, I see, growth mindset, growth mindset. Oh wow. So lot GM, right, right, absolutely, absolutely, all of you are very smart. Yeah. So success will come only you have when you have the right attitude, and that right attitude is of growth mindset, so T is time. Now again, T is time. Time is what it takes when achieving anything worthwhile. So have the patience. In short, you have to have the patience. There is always a right time coming in, and then you will see the seeds flourishing into fruits, and again giving seeds, and you again going into the growth and development zone over a period of time for years and years, right? So the last five, unify. So unify your team, lead them towards a common purpose. This is very important when you are a business leader. Girls, women, when you are the when you are the business leaders in your organization, always understand that you have to take your team along with you, along with them, and lead them purposefully, so that they have the common goals, common objectives for your own organization, right? So V is for voice. Voice is your opinions, and voice your opinions always. You don't have to keep quiet when something is not moving. Some people, project management leaders, I have seen that they are very late in raising the red flag. So voice your opinions. If you are seeing any delay in any of the project, or something is not moving, or your child is not progressing, or your spouse is ignoring you, voice your opinion. Okay, and gain more respect from others. So when you voice your opinion, when you tell what you want, when you say this is your opinion about certain thing, there is always a possibility that the person sitting next to you will understand your point, and then they will start respecting you. So it has happened with me in my earlier organizations as well. Whenever I have voiced my opinion, and that also straight in the business meetings, there is always a phase when people were not willing to listen. But the moment I started voicing my opinions, and so clearly, then situations did change, and they started respecting more for my valuable opinions and inputs. So always do that, because that is where you have the chance to say what you are feeling inside, right? And that can turn on the things, that can turn the situations for good. So always voice your opinions. W is work. So work with passion. I'm not saying that you should work like a donkey, or you should put your, always immerse in your work. You become a workaholic. But when you work with passion and dedication, effort is key, right? Yes, our Balwan moments again. I'm not going to now go into the individual things because I'm having very less time. X is about, marks the spot. Stay focused. So always have that X factor, right? Always have that X factor inside you, which so that you are, in people's mind, you are the business leader. You are always in that, focus area, on the spot on area, and you know how you can lead the people. So always do that. You, why is you? So you are in control when you have growth mindset. Lot of lot of balwan moments, yeah. So absolutely, when you have, you're you, and when you are in control, you are in the growth mindset already. And zero, that is zero. Now stop blaming. No, zero blame. That's the policy which every person, every leader, every organization with growth mindset they have. They don't waste their time in blaming. There is a zero blame zone in all these areas, in all these companies, in all these organizations. They will not put the blame on somebody, but they will grow with the mistakes. They will always see to it that all the objectives, all the business strategies, they are going well. Yeah. So now let's go to the growth mindset for entrepreneurs. Yeah. So entrepreneurs, you need to have lot of, how you can develop. You can develop by embracing challenges and learning opportunities, by emphasizing the power of persistence, because there are areas wherein you feel like, you have to give up, with business is not picking up, there are setbacks, obstacles. So you have to have the persistence efforts put into it, right? So permanent roadblocks, or failures, these should be the no for the entrepreneurs who really want to go grow with the growth mindset. So cultivating a passion for learning. So even if you are an entrepreneur, keep on learning new things, so that will give you a different perspective in your area, and you will always see towards the growth part of your business. Engage in networking opportunities, stay up to date with the latest trends, or actively seek out educational resources. Read a lot, increase your vocabulary if you are a public speaker, or by consistently expanding your database, knowledge database. So you can then gain a competitive edge and discover innovative solutions for your business. Yeah, for your business challenges. You can also embrace flexibility and adaptability. So these are very important parts for any success in the entrepreneurship, right? So with the growth mindset in entrepreneurs, if you see these kind of entrepreneurs who are really successful, you see that they are open to change. They are readily okay with the adaptability of their strategies to align with the evolving market needs, trends. So they understand that embracing flexibility allows for the exploration, and they also understand that that keeps them in their business very relevant and competitive. So nurturing a positive attitude and self belief. So some of the very important things, you have to believe when you are starting something new as an entrepreneur, and when you know that the idea clicked in your brain and you took it as a brainchild and you worked on that, then you have to have the self belief that this will work and this will rock someday, and you will get all the whatever you desire, the wealth and prosperity from that particular business. So you have to keep on having that self belief. Sometimes you go into the negative attitude mode, so always have the positive attitude that even if the things are not going well, by cultivating a positive mindset, you can harness your inner strengths, and you can maintain the motivation which is needed to achieve your goals in the business, right? So you can also encourage yourself into collaboration and building supportive networks. So always see to it that you have a like-minded community around you when you are into in your startups or entrepreneurship. So by surrounding themselves with like-minded people, I have seen a lot of entrepreneurs succeeding like anything. So they get a lot of valuable insights, market data, feedback, support from these communities. So collaborative environment, it can actually foster your creativity, your innovation, and you can also start sharing the knowledge with others. So in turn, everyone, it's a kind of win-win situation for many entrepreneurs when they grow together, right? Now, developing a growth mindset is a transformative journey that empowers entrepreneurs to unlock their full potential. So, by embracing the challenges, persisting in the face of adversity, nurturing passion for learning, adapting to change, maintaining a positive attitude, fostering collaboration, these entrepreneurs like me, since I have started my own journey as an entrepreneur in the area of mentoring and coaching, and I want to impact at least a woman, at least 1 lakh women in next 3 years. So that's my that's my goal. So I want that I have to have the growth mindset to achieve this, and that's why I'm connecting with so many people around me who can have help out me, who can support me as a community to achieve my goal. So having said this, now remember, success is not solely determined by the strategies which are implemented, but also by the mindset with which they are approached. So always remember, this is a lot of bulb on moment, right? So strategies is one part that you implement, but if you have the right growth mindset, you can really go to the places. Yeah. So, by prioritizing the development of a growth mindset, you position yourself for continued growth and you innovation, creativity, and success as an entrepreneur. So the takeaways, and these are especially going to be this is going to be my concluding lines here, and these are all beautiful lines from the topmost leaders, women leaders. So few of them, like and I'm going to conclude my session with these quotes from these all beautiful, dynamic, progressive kind of women in all their areas. So the one which is coming in is from, the first one is from Oprah Winfrey. Yeah, Oprah. And she said one thing, I am a woman in progress. I'm a woman in progress. I'm just trying. I'm just trying like everybody else, right? And I try to take every conflict, every experience as learn from it. So life is never dull. Wow. Lot of wow moments here. Yeah, I see them. So it's such a beautiful thing that when we are women in progress, when we are doing a lot of things in our daily life, in our personal life, professional life, everywhere, we are just like each other. Okay, in one of my sessions recently, I learned a very beautiful phrase which is from greeting my tribe of women, Saubana. Saubana, that is an African word which says, I see you. So we as women, when we are in the progressive zone, we have to see each other as equal. We have to see that our journey is same, and we will come across with lot of conflicts, challenges, experiences, but we have to keep on learning, and then life is never dull. Wow, what a beautiful statement. Yeah, quote from opera. Yeah. The second one is from our Indra Noy. Yeah. Indra Noy, she has a very beautiful quote saying, now, just because you are the CEO, because she has been the CEO, so she has, this quote coming, just because you are the CEO, don't think you have landed, right? You must continually increase your learning, the way you think and the way you approach the organization. What a powerful statement this is from Indra Noy. Because even at she being the CEO, she has said this, that you don't think, even if you become a CEO, even if you become a board member, you don't say that you have landed. It's not that landing. You must continuously increase your learning. You must continuously work on your thinking. You must continuously think on the way you approach the organization. So powerful this is, girls, so powerful. There is another one again from Indra Noy, and she has said there is a constant reinvention. How you do your business, how you deal with your customer. Absolutely, this is such a phenomenal thing which struck to me when I started my entrepreneurship. Because I come from a organization of a corporate world, getting into entrepreneurship, and for me, the quotes like this, they really make me think so many times, with such a growth mindset. There is a constant reinvention. How you do your business, how you deal with the customer. Yeah, you have to constantly keep on reinventing the things, yeah, in your business. There is one more which is from the CEO of Facebook, Cheryl, yeah, Cheryl Sandberg. So she has said, if you are offered a seat on a rocket ship, listen to me, girls, very clearly, very deeply. This is a very deep statement. If you are offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat, just get on. Wow, this is such an amazing, isn't it? It is an amazing quote. We say that even if you get the best of the opportunity, the topmost opportunity in the world, still you just don't have to creep. You just have to take that opportunity for your growth. That is so phenomenal statement from Cheryl. And I know it's going to inspire so many dynamic young women who really want to get at that top. Even if you get at the top, you don't have to creep on anything. You just have to get into that and use it as a growth opportunity to strive more, strive excellence in your life. There is very soft one but very deep one from coming from Mother Teresa. Reach high. It's saying reach high, for stars lie hidden in your soul. Dream deep, for every dream precedes the goal. Wow. So the stars which are there inside your soul, you know, they are hidden. They lie hidden. You have to make the efforts to reach high. You have to dream deep for every dream, because that dream is your goal. So you have to dream deep from your earlier goal, so that you have to keep on building higher goals every time to excel in your life. Wow, this is such a heartwarming, such a heart touching, you know, quote from Mother Teresa. There is one more, which is again now the founder of Biocon. You know, I come from the pharma, so I'm going to take this from Kiran Majumdar Shaw. So this really has hit me like anything. You know, I really believe, because she has been the entrepreneur, she has been the businesswoman, she has gone through so many things in her life, you know, professional life, and she has seen Biocon growing from, you know, from this stage to that stage. So she has quoted, I really believe that entrepreneurship is not about being able to face failure, manage failure, and succeed after falling. So she is saying that, you know, when you are an entrepreneur, you have to be ready for failure. You have to manage your failures, and you have to see that how you succeed after failing. Isn't it a very powerful thing? Lot of wow moments here. I see those. And yes, being entrepreneur, we can fail multiple times, but every time we fail, we have to rise, like, you know, anything. Yes, rise, learn, manage your failure, and then succeed after failing. That is the tremendous joy. That is the tremendous satisfaction, contentment, and that is where you feel the your life purpose gets fulfilled. When you come across with failures, you don't have to give up. You just have to face them as growth opportunities. You just have to manage your failures. If it requires a lot of losses financially, if it requires giving up on your dreams, but please don't do that. Keep on. I said in my last, sessions also, two steps, one step forward, two steps back. Yeah, Olivia's, many of you remember that Olivia's song, right? So even if it is a one step forward and two steps back, you don't have to think about those two steps. You just have to keep on going with the one step and make that one step into three steps, right? So this is the kind of challenges. These are the women, beautiful dynamic women, who has quoted so beautifully for our growth, because they have given their experiences, their journeys. They are willing to share that, so that we know we are not the one only in this boat. There are so many passengers in this boat who want to have the growth mindset. They had this growth mindset. That is why they could go where they are today. And that is why the names around the world, you know, their names are there around the world on this planet. So, girls, having said this, I'm going to sign off from this session, and I just want all of you, all the beautiful women here, have the growth mindset, have that perspective, have that skill. Even if it is not there, grow in that skill, and then give the best to whatever you do. And I am wishing you all the success in whatever you do. And having said this, signing off. Love you all. Love you. Take care. See you tomorrow with a very next topic, and which is going to be again the rocking topic. So that is going to be again on the soft skills now, because I am an expert in soft skills. So I'm going to deliver on that. So giving that clue and signing off now. And if you want to have any kind of, you know, conversation with me, have any queries, questions, or anything which you want to share with me, please share with me on enduringgenesis@gmail.com, or you can WhatsApp me on 9833381769. You can call me on this same number, or you can write, you can put a message on me on my Facebook Messenger page, that is Enduring Genesis. So see you all tomorrow again with a rocking topic. Love you all. Take care.